An interview with Joe Hockaday, a Jesuit College Preparatory School of Dallas graduate from 1977. Hi, James Hockaday here, and I took a few moments out of my night to interview my dad about prayer. Hi, Dad. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Okay, let's get this started. In what ways do you pray?
Well, usually in the morning, before I get out of bed, I think about my day and think about my loved ones and pray for them and communicate with God at that time and ask Him, not necessarily for anything other than the strength to meet the challenges of the day.
As a Jesuit graduate of 1977, did you become closer to God and learn more about prayer and the idea of theology at your time at Jesuit?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't have a lot of instruction. I did go to CCD through grade school, but it certainly wasn't the depth or breadth of the training I received in my theology classes at Jesuit.
Knowing that now, as a student of Jesuit, we have prayer services or liturgies, well, liturgies once a month and prayer services every Friday, did you guys have a prayer service or liturgy once a month or every week?
Yes, we had monthly, I think we had Mass, and then every Friday we had a whole school assembly and had a prayer service. And then I remember also, I played football and baseball, but before every football game we would have chapel. And so, yeah, we did our fair share of it. Now, I'll have to admit, sometimes on Friday mornings, that sometimes was a time to catch up on a nap, but we did get a chance to talk to God, and it was a big part of our life at Jesuit.
Do you find yourself praying during your busy season? Because I know that you have plenty of clients, and sometimes it might be hard to catch up with the workload.
Well, to be honest with you, when I was at Jesuit playing football, we used to have these motivational signs in the locker room. And one of the signs was, how did it go exactly? I think it was, don't pray for an easy task, pray for strength to meet the task. And that's really the way I pray more than anything, is to pray for the strength to meet the task of a busy season. Because yes, you're right, we do work sometimes 16-hour days, 7 days a week for a couple of months, and it can be pretty hectic. So I don't necessarily pray for it to be easy, but I pray that the Lord will give me the strength to handle the workload.
Seems like you ask a lot for the strength to meet the challenge. Do you also find yourself praying for instance, the victims of Hurricane Isaac or some other natural disasters or people in less fortunate areas of the world?
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you, when Isaac wasn't as bad because it wasn't quite the loss of life, but you know, the Haiti earthquake, the tsunami that happened a few years back, those kind of the disaster that happened in Japan with the nuclear reactor and the tsunami there. I do reach out to the Lord to help console the victims and give them strength to get through the challenges that they face.
Do you sometimes use Scripture as a guide to how you pray and just as a guide to your life? Do you often read it?
No. No, I actually don't read the Scripture as much as I probably should. I certainly did when I was at my time at Jesuit, and you know, I certainly pay attention and such when we're at Mass, but I don't read the Bible a whole lot on a daily basis, no.
Thank you for this time for your interview today. I know you have a pretty big schedule with the business deadline, tax stuff. So thank you. I really appreciate having this time to interview you. I hope you have a good rest of the night, Dad.
Thanks for the opportunity.
This interview has special thanks to the host, James Hockaday, the interviewee, Joe Hockaday, the background noises, Rudy the dog, and location, living room.